When it comes to love, we often think of grand gestures, fairy tale moments, or those perfect Instagram-worthy proposals, but the truth is, love isn't always about the fireworks. It's about connection, courage, and the quiet moments that define a relationship. The stories of John and Abigail Adams and Queen Victoria and Prince Albert remind us that love doesn't have to follow the rules to be extraordinary. Sometimes it's about breaking traditions, taking risks, and building something meaningful together. Let's start with John and Abigail Adams. Their love story didn't involve sweeping romantic gestures or over-the-top declarations. Instead, it was built on mutual respect and a deep intellectual connection. John, a young lawyer, wasn't just drawn to Abigail's charm. What really captivated him was her mind. In a time when women were expected to stay silent and let men lead, Abigail stood out. She was sharp, thoughtful, and unafraid to speak her mind. She challenged the norms of her era, and John respected her for it. Their courtship wasn't rushed or superficial. It was built on meaningful conversations and heartfelt letters that revealed their shared values and dreams. When John proposed, it wasn't about theatrics or making a scene. It was about saying, "I see you, I respect you, and I want to build something incredible with you." That's the kind of love that lasts, and last it did. Together, John and Abigail faced some of the most challenging times in history, from the American Revolution to John's presidency. Abigail wasn't just a supportive wife. She was John's confidant, advisor, and partner in every sense of the word. Through the chaos of politics, war, and leadership, they leaned on each other. Their relationship was a reminder that love isn't about perfection or constant romance. It's about finding someone who stands by your side when life gets messy and helps you grow into the best version of yourself. Now let's shift to another love story that broke all the rules: Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. Imagine being Queen Victoria in the 19th century, where tradition said no man could propose to a reigning monarch. Talk about flipping the script. When Victoria fell deeply in love with Albert, she didn't wait for him to make the first move. She took charge of her own happiness. Victoria and Albert's connection was instant. They met young, and over time their bond grew stronger. Albert's intelligence, kindness, and shared values made him stand out, and Victoria knew he was the one. But as queen, she couldn't sit around waiting for a proposal. Protocol demanded that she had to propose. So, on October 15, 1839, Victoria invited Albert to Windsor Castle and nervously asked him to marry her. Albert, who was just as in love with her, said yes immediately. Their marriage wasn't just about romance, it was about partnership. Albert became Victoria's rock, helping her navigate the challenges of ruling an empire while raising 9 children together. They supported each other through life's highs and lows, building a legacy of love and teamwork that inspired generations. So what can we learn from these two love stories? For one, love isn't about following a script or waiting for the perfect moment. John and Abigail's story shows us that the strongest relationships are built on mutual respect, shared values, and a willingness to grow together. Meanwhile, Victoria and Albert's story reminds us that sometimes you have to break the rules and take bold steps to create the life you want. Think about your own life for a second. Maybe you're waiting for the right time to propose, or you're hoping someone else will take the first step. Or maybe you're holding back in a relationship, afraid to be vulnerable or take a risk. What if you stopped waiting and started acting? What if you took that leap of faith, even if it felt scary or uncertain? John and Abigail's love reminds us that it's not about perfection, it's about showing up for each other, even when things get tough. Their story is proof that love isn't always loud or flashy. Sometimes it's in the quiet moments, the deep conversations, and the shared dreams that love truly grows. And Victoria and Albert's story, it's all about courage, taking charge of your happiness, stepping outside of tradition, and being bold enough to say, "This is what I want." Love often requires us to take risks, to be vulnerable, to put ourselves out there, and to trust that the reward will be worth it. So, what's holding you back? Whether it's proposing, mending a relationship, or simply opening your heart to the possibility of love, these stories are a reminder that the strongest bonds are built on trust, respect, and a willingness to take that first step. Take the risk, because sometimes the quietest proposals and the boldest leaps of faith lead to the most extraordinary stories.